Hello and welcome to this week's episode of WLTV. We are your hosts, Nick and Justin. Sorry for our leave of absence recently. We were doing a senior research project on AI. So how do you know this is real? We hope you guys are having a great rest of your day. Recently, Leiden also had a free event where students were able to get their hearts checked with an EKG scan. Here's Josh and Jacob with more information on that.
This week, Young Hearts for Life visited the West Leiden campus. Young Hearts for Life is meant for people to get EKG scans. These scans are meant to assure whether or not you are at risk for any heart conditions. To explain more, here's Dr. Arns to explain the results process.
After a student is screened, the EKG is reviewed by one of our team leads to make sure that the EKG printout is clean, and then it goes to one of our cardiologists. And each line and segment of the EKG is evaluated. So there's different complexes, and they ensure that the complex is considered a normal complex. So if there is a line that might be too wide or too high or have a slope to it, they're going to identify different issues that are associated with that. When a student has stickies on their wrists, their ankles, and their heart, each one of those lines is correlated to one of those stickies and one of those.
Here's Dr. Cole, who gives us an overview on why Young Hearts for Life is here at Leiden.
The reason we want to do this every 2 to 4 years is because as students grow, things that maybe were, a hole in their heart that was really small and wasn't able to be identified. And so this is really just to make sure that we're doing the best we can to identify things early on.
Leiden is happy with the turnout of students that were able to get a scanning. Leiden encourages all students to take the next opportunity for when Young Hearts for Life comes back to Leiden in the future.
Thanks, guys. Leiden also hosted a robot competition. Justin, can you believe that?
No, dude.
I know. It's crazy. It was for our very own engineering club, where students were able to build their own robots and then compete with other schools, part of engineering club as well. Here's Jimena and Angel with more information on that.
This past Friday and Saturday, Wheeling High School hosted the Robot Rumble. A total of 358 engineers and 43 robots from 14 Chicagoland area high schools participated in this year's Rumble. Leiden was able to take 3 robots to battle: Papa Wheelie, Adam Abanga Fred, and Blue Cheese, led by Dr. Velman and Mr. Hammond. Preparation started early in the school year as the students met every Thursday after school to make blueprints, work on wiring, and ultimately construct the robots. Here's some behind the scenes with Captain Jimena.
We have everything situated. This is the receiver, the speed controllers, the battery, the kill switch, and then the battery. And here are the motors for the wheels and the motor for the weapon. Everything's settled in. We're just working on the outside of it and the actual weapon. And we're waiting to attach the weapon to the motor. And all we need are the sides and the top to be put on. And then we're set.
Their effort is shown by the long days they stayed that led up to the competition. When speaking to Dr. Veltman, his excitement glowed as he talked about his students and the effort he saw displayed through the students' teamwork and passion.
Our engineering club students are awesome. They did a great job. We spent a lot of hours building these things, and they're going to be awesome.
Day 1 consisted of a double elimination bracket-style tournament. Prior to his match, James Sopt expressed his desire to win, although their controller binds were inverted. This is what James had to say after the match.
That was great. The other team was pretty good too, but we destroyed them.
James and his team ended the day on a high. Papa Wheelie went through some unfortunate mishaps, but a positive mindset from junior Alan Cardoso helped encourage his team for day 2.
My team is really talented, we're really smart, and I'm just praying to God right now.
Day 2 featured the knockout tournament as well as the Rumble.
Honestly, I'm not expecting too much. I think we're going to go down. Our weapon doesn't work, so I'm hoping for the worst. But I'm just going to try and run around as much as I can, and hopefully we get hit as hard as we can.
All 3 of our robots competed in the Rumble once knocked out from the tournament. Jimena voiced her opinion over her expectations following their defeat.
We had bad luck with the motor that was used for the weapon. It's just like not working. So we're just trying to go all out. It doesn't really matter anymore. We're just trying to have fun.
In the Rumble, up to 8 robots can compete at a time, mainly for entertainment purposes. Overall, this yearly event is a great opportunity for future engineers to showcase their skills and demonstrate teamwork when building the BattleBots. If you're interested in joining Engineering Club next year, make sure to connect with Dr. Velman in room 154 or Mr. Hammond in room 150. Reporting for WLTV, this was Angel. Let's head back to the studio.
It's my favorite time of the year.
Why is that?
Leiden Theater is hosting another show. Can you believe that?
No, man.
I know. This year they are doing their very own rendition of the movie The Music Man. Here's Juan and Julian with more information.
That's my favorite movie.
Leiden's fine arts has been well known throughout the community, especially Leiden's musicals. This year, the show The Music Man is about a con artist who tries to scam a town but ends up finding love and bringing people together through music. This year's musical was directed by Frank Pavone. Also, this is the first musical with the band pit who's being directed by Leiden's very own Mr. Miller. Here's Mr. Pavone on what the pit means to him and Mr. Miller and why he chose musical this year, as well as the process of casting each actor.
So The Music Man is one of my favorite shows since I was a little kid. And I felt it was very fitting for Mr. Miller's last show here to do this show because it has a big band element to it. The band is a huge part of the show. It's almost another character in the show. So when you audition for a show, you walk in and you never know what the director's looking for necessarily, and the directors don't always look for the same things that somebody else did just because the movie was done some way or a different version of the play was done some way. Every director has their own criteria and descriptions of what they want out of their actors and what they want out of the show itself. And so what I went with this show was a real crosscut of what Leiden looks like, and I tried to make a town in 1912 very representative of the Leiden community as a whole on stage.
The Music Man is all about their characters, jokes, and musical numbers. From an actor's perspective, however, being in a musical can cause a roller coaster of emotions. Here is Mar, who plays Oliver Hicks, and Lucas, who plays Charlie Cowell, on how they feel about their musical numbers.
Anyways, is there a specific song number you're excited to perform?
I'm kind of excited, but also nervous for Ice Cream.
Ice Cream?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that part of the show?
It's that part of the show where it's the first time the school committee actually gets introduced. And, you know, in the song, they act all togetherness and whatnot because, you know, they hate each other. And then it's not until when they actually start singing that they're like together and they're like besties.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm here with
Lucas Torres.
Alright Lucas, tell me a little bit about your role.
So my character's name is Charlie Cowell. I'm the main antagonist, and I kind of just go around the city trying to tell the truth about my opinion on Harold Hill.
Interesting. Is there like a specific song that you're really looking forward to sing or to just even hear?
I would probably have to say my opening song, which the name is Rock Island.
Rock Island? Can you tell me a little bit about the song?
So basically, that's where the story begins, and that's where everybody gets onto the train, and the song starts, and I start explaining and voicing my opinion about Harold Hill, and everybody either agrees or disagrees with me.
Cool. Is there specific choreography that you're looking forward to do?
In the song Shapoopy, I really like the choreography.
Oh, really?
It's very unique.
And that's it from me and Julian. But make sure to tune in on The Music Man on Thursday, March 7th, Friday, March 8th, and Saturday, March 9th from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. in the West Leiden Auditorium.